I think that the most important thing is to remember that the business cycle does operate in a sequence or an order of operations. And you can go back to any business cycle you want, going all the way back to the 1950s, 60s, 70s, inflationary periods, non inflationary periods. The sequence always remains the same. The lead and lag time between each step or each bucket, as referenced in those charts, can be different and also can be somewhat unpredictable because there's a lot of exogenous factors that play into it. So I would focus on the sequence, use the sequence to guide the view of where things are likely heading in the future, and embrace some of the more uncertain elements in the precise lead and lag time. Everyone wants the holy grail. Everyone wants the phone call the day the aggregate economy starts to move lower. No one's been able to provide that because it is somewhat unmodelable or unpredictable. But we can use the sequence to tell us what the next step will be, and just remain alert and remain, you know, abreast of all the things that are going on to give us the best indication of when that will happen from a timing perspective. But that's the big thing I think is worth taking away from this conversation, is that the sequence is the same. The sequence is reliable. The sequence will remain the same as long as we remain in a free market and credit driven system. And that's the best indications that we can use in the economy to guide, your asset allocation, your defensive or offensive positioning in markets, or if you're running a business, particularly a business in the more cyclical sectors, whether it's a good time to expand operations, cut operations, try and do things to get ahead of competition. So I think that sequence or order of operations is really what I spend my time focusing on, as well as talking about, and hopefully convincing people that that's what really matters as far as using that to determine where things are going in the future.